Welcome to the Lorain Public Library System's tutorial on BookFlix. BookFlix is a wonderful resource for families with young children, especially for those of you with students in preschool through 2nd or even up to 3rd grade. So today I'm going to show you how to access BookFlix from home and some of the unique features that BookFlix offers. So to get started, you'll need to go to our website, which is lorainpubliclibrary.org. Again, you can see that in my address bar up here, which is lorainpubliclibrary.org. From there, you'll need to scroll down until you see our e-library. So I'm just going to scroll down slightly. And our e-library button is right here in red. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So our e-library offers an assortment of different resources, and most of these you can access from your own home, so I encourage you to check it out. Everything here is listed in alphabetical order, so I'm just simply going to scroll down until I come across BookFlix, which is right here. So BookFlix pairs a classic storybook with a nonfiction title. And again, this is ideal for students in preschool up through 2nd or 3rd grade. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on BookFlix. From here, when I'm at home, I'm going to be prompted to enter my library card number. You don't need a special library card. Your regular Lorain Public Library card works fine. If you do not have a library card with us, there'll be a separate tutorial in how to apply for an e-card during our temporary closure. So no worries if you don't have one, you can still get one. I'm actually already logged into BookFlix, so I'm going to switch over to my account. So each time you log into BookFlix, you're given the option of going through a tutorial or an intro. I'm going to go ahead and skip that for the moment. Now, I do want to warn you that there's lots of different sound effects, and I do have my audio turned on so that you can kind of get the full effect. So I'm going to be pausing throughout the tutorial as different sound effects begin to happen.
Click on a category, or click on the feature to begin.
Okay, so some fun things I want to point out. BookFlix goes ahead and they use a broad range of different categories. So you can see they use animals and nature, earth and sky, people and places, AB3s and 1-2-3s, adventures, family and community, celebrations, music and rhyme, and imagination. If I scroll up to the top, there's also a toggle feature which allows you to switch over to Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the animals and nature.
Animals and nature.
Now each of these represents a book pairing. So each of these pairings is a storybook. So this would be a fiction video and then a non-fiction read aloud. And as I scroll through, you can see that there is a variety of different titles. So everything from bugs to dinosaurs to mammals to animals you're going to find at the zoo, all types of different things. And each of the categories really does have a large selection of different book pairings. So I'm going to scroll up to the top. Now, one of my favorite books happens to be Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. So you just simply click to access it. So once you click up here at the top, it will read your titles. So we have Bear Snores On, which is our video, and then we have A Bear Cub Grows Up, which is our nonfiction picture book. One of the unique qualities about BookFlix is that it offers a read aloud option on both the video and the story, and it highlights the words in real time. This is a really unique feature. A lot of other softwares will highlight groups of words or even an entire sentence. But one of the amazing things about BookFlix is it highlights just that precise word as it's being read aloud. So that is a key in early literacy development. Along the left, there's also different activity. There's some different puzzlers, which are games that you can do. So there's a word match that helps build vocabulary. There's a fact or fiction question, so you can help your child determine, what's fact, what's something that is information that you learn about versus what's something that's fiction, so what's something that's pretend. And then the which came first is a sequencing activity. So after you've read the stories, you'd be able to put them in order. And again, that helps build on comprehension. So to watch the story, you can go ahead and you can just click on it. Now this is true to the picture book, but it's just more of a video because it's more animated. So I'm going to go ahead and start this so you can kind of see what it looks like, and then you can kind of see the read along feature as well. So as you can see, this is the read along feature, and this means that it is turned on, so it's going to be highlighting those words as it reads it aloud. And there's also the option that you can switch over to Spanish as well. And obviously you can go into the full screen mode as well.
Bear snores on.
And you could see as they were reading along the title, it highlighted each word in real time. So that's one of the unique features about this.
In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair.
So again, it has the read aloud feature that's going to highlight each word as it's being read aloud to your child. When you're done with the video, or if you want to exit it, I'm just going to go over here and switch over now to the read the book, which is our nonfiction. So again, with the nonfiction, there's still that read aloud. If I hover over it, I see those options. I can still choose to have it read aloud to me or to my child, but this one doesn't have animations. This one is a book, so it's just going to be turning pages versus more of the video format from before. So for here, I do want it to be a read along, so I'm going to turn that on, and then I'm going to click over for the pages. So before it was a video, so it automatically went on its own. In this case, we're reading a book, so we'll need to turn the pages.
A bear is a mammal. Mammals have hair and give birth to babies. A baby bear is called a cub. Do you know?
So, as you can see, I can go ahead and pause that, and then it will read those words aloud and we'll highlight them. And it also gives us the option of highlighting a certain key words that are vocabulary that kind of go back to that word match feature that we had as well. So again, this is something you can also switch over into Spanish. So I'm going to click on that so I can show you that aspect of it. And again, it has the read aloud as well here too. Okay, so one of the other fun features is this up here is a resource for parents and for educators. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that. And I want to go to the lesson plans. If I accidentally click on it, I can always say that I want to go back to BookFlix, but I'm going to go to lesson plans. So as most of us are probably at home, this is great for educators, but this is also great for parents working with children. And then it gives lesson plans different questions and extension activities. So as you scroll through, it will kind of talk about the plot. It will give you the Lexile level, the age range, different learning objectives, and it also will give you some vocabulary that you might want to introduce to your child before reading the story, or maybe you want to talk to them about some of the vocabulary. It also gives you ideas of different questions that you can ask your child, or different concepts that you might want to introduce them to before the story, or maybe even after. So do you know any ways that animals survive in the winter? In this case, we're going to be talking about the fact that bears hibernate, or so they take a long winter's nap to conserve energy over the winter when food would be scarce. There's also different comprehension strategies for making predictions. In this case, with the Bear Snores On, there's a lot of rhyming in it. So one of the after viewing activities talks about that rhyming and doing rhyming games or making a rhyming book as well. There's also paired text activities, so you could take advantage of Overdrive, which is our ebook vendor, and find maybe some of these other titles if you wanted to continue to talk about bears and or their habitat. So this kind of provides you with some fun ways to engage with your child that is educational, that ties into literacy. Again, once you've kind of accessed this resource and you want to go back now to BookFlix, you can go ahead and you can click on the home button. The one thing I do want to point out is there is the title library. So if I click on that, it will show you all of the different titles. So there's 140 different titles that you can search by theme, different categories. So if you're looking for something in particular. So I'm going to go ahead and
click on a category or click on the feature to begin.
So I hope this walked you through some of the basic elements of BookFlix, and I hope it provides you with some opportunities to enjoy reading with your child. Again, this is a free resource that you can access with your library card. During our closure, you can still sign up for a free library card by going to lorainpubliclibrary.org. So I hope you had fun, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Everyone stay safe and stay well. Bye-bye.